Hey everyone, I'm Monita. Welcome to part 2 of reading horror books. Last week was good. If you haven't seen part 1, I will leave it linked up here down below somewhere where you can easily get it. Part 1 was pretty good. It was pretty good. I read around 3 1/4 books. These next 2 weeks, I'm looking to buckle down and get the next 9 books done, which I don't think will be an issue because I do have like a lot of novellas that I should be able to hopefully breeze through pretty quickly. And I'm hoping that the other novels will be not short enough, but I'm hoping the chapters will be short enough where I can just zip through it pretty quickly. And I'm also hoping that they are engaging enough where I can read it quickly. This is my last week of work before I have a week and a half off. If you're wondering why I have a week and a half off, it is because my department is getting renovated a little bit. Just the floors are getting renovated, so a lot of reading will be done in that time as well. And I do have until Monday the 31st, not the 30th. I thought it was 30 days in October, but it isn't. I do have 30 days, until October 31st to read all the books I have to read. I don't think I'll be able to name them all, but I know it's Bunny, The Troop, The Year of the Witching, The Only Good Indians. I'm currently reading Mexican Gothic as well. Then for the novellas is Sour Candy, Come Closer. Oh my gosh. And Then I Wake Up. Patricia Wants to Cuddle. I know there's one more and it is evading my brain. There is one more. I can't think of it. I know I have 9 books to read. It can be done. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping I actually get scared and something creepy and scary happens. The atmosphere has actually been pretty good so far with the books that I've been reading. The atmosphere has been pretty damn good. But I'm hoping something will scare me because nothing has really scared me so far. So yes, like I have said, I am in the middle of, well, closer to the middle of In Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. It follows Noemi as she is heading to the high place in the countryside. It takes place in 1950s Mexico City. She receives a letter from her cousin who is a newlywed to this English gentleman, and she is begging Noemi. The cousin's name is Catalina. Catalina is begging Noemi to come and rescue her because she believes her husband is poisoning her. So she does, and some mysterious shady shit is happening. And I gotta tell you, the husband, Catalina's husband, and that family, and just that whole place, like the high place, which is where Catalina and her husband live, and the family, there is some suspicious crap going on. I don't want to say detective skills, but it is. I'm on the lookout for them. I got my eyes out for them. I don't trust them. So it's going really good. I really like it. And I will continue on tonight, definitely. So I will see you when I have another update. It is around 11:40ish at night now, and I think I'm going to stop reading and give you a bit of an update now on Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. And it is good. Like, it is good. The writing is really good. It feels fast paced. Nothing too drastic has happened yet, but there is an overall sense of unsettlingness. You just feel unsettled, like there's something weird going on. And I feel like some of the characters tell Noemi that. They say, you don't understand this, you don't understand that. Well then, tell her. I don't know, there's like a really very dark family history. The Doyles, I believe that's their name, like the family that not Cordova, bloody hell. I'm thinking of Night Film, that Catalina has married into. The family that Catalina has married into is the Doyle family, that's their last name. They've had like a very dark family history. There's something wrong with this family. I'm around the halfway point right now, and I do feel like I can finish it tomorrow. I want to finish it tomorrow. I want to finish it on Tuesday. Tomorrow will be Tuesday. I want to finish it tomorrow. So I'm going to do that. But it is going good. It feels like it's fast paced. I'm really loving the writing. I don't know. I wonder if there's like a bit of a more of a supernatural element into it, because Noemi is having nightmares and she's starting to sleepwalk again, but she hasn't sleptwalk or sleepwalked since she was a kid. So why is she now sleepwalking again when the doctor that she talked to in the town that she's staying in for her cousin Catalina to keep an eye on her doctor that she found in the city, not in the city, in the town, has said that sleepwalking, only children do that. So she's an adult, why is she still, or why is she now sleepwalking? There's something wrong with the house. I think it has to do with the history of the house and the dark history. The dark history that I'm talking about, I don't want to say what it is because it'll spoil it. It actually took a place. You okay? Sorry, the dog's getting out. So the weird thing that happened with this dark thing that happened with the family happened in the house. Like it's something to do with the house. The house, the family, it's just all odd, all mysterious, all suspicious. I don't know what's happening. I'm going to keep reading to find out. But I won't do that now because I'm tired. I do want to finish it tomorrow. That is the goal tomorrow. I will leave it at that and see you tomorrow with another update. Hello, good morning. It is now, what day is it today? Tuesday. Yes, it is. It is, no, Wednesday. It's Wednesday today. And last night, well, really early this morning, around like after midnight, closer to 1 o'clock. So I guess you could say today, I finished Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. And I really liked it. I really did. I think I have a rough idea on what Gothic horror is now. I've done a little bit of research on what Gothic horror is. It seems to rely heavily on atmosphere and suspicious husbands, which seems to be a bit of a trend with this one because, like I had said, the husband, the family were just completely suspicious. Atmospheric, really enjoyed it. I don't know if I would recommend this book to anyone or to everyone because it is a bit of a slower book, like not a lot happens. There were some gruesome parts in this book, and I know that she has other books. She has a fantasy book, which I've heard a lot of incredibly good things about. She does have other books as well, which I'm very interested in reading because I do like her writing. Her writing is actually pretty beautiful. Anything else? But see, this is what I mean. It's like not much to talk about because it heavily relies on atmosphere. So all I can say about it was the family, except for one person, which I forgot to say. He's a sweetheart. Suspicious as all heck. There's something really weird going on. It relies heavily on the creepy house, like the suspicions surrounding the creepy house, the history of the family. There is some sort of, I don't want to call it fantasy, not even magical realism, speculative. I don't know. I don't even know if it's really properly horror. Well, it's Gothic horror, so it's a subgenre of horror, I guess you could say. That's all I really have to say. Just, you see what I mean? Why I can't recommend this book to everyone, because it will not be for everyone. But I still really liked it. I really did. Next book I'm going to be reading is Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. Hopefully this one will have some stronger horror elements into it, even though I think this one is a little bit more fantasy. Might be fantasy horror, dark fantasy, I don't know. I'll only read to find out. Friday now, and I think I need to give you a bit of an update. What did I do? I started reading The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. When did I start that one? Yesterday? Not yesterday. I was too tired yesterday. I started reading that Wednesday. Oh my god, I'm loving it. I really am. I'm loving that book so much. It follows Emmanuelle, and her mother had a relationship with a different race. She's now viewed upon very differently, her and her family. Like her grandmother, her grandfather are viewed upon not very kindly. Something happens. She is forced into the dark woods, which is like this very dark foresty place at the edge of the town of Bethel, which is where Emmanuelle lives. She is forced into the dark woods, and she is gifted by these strange supernatural witches, these beings, and they give her her for goodness sake, they give her Emmanuelle's mother's journal. In these journals, it tales the darkness of this town of Bethel, and if it is not giving me the witch vibes already, you know that horror movie, The Witch? I haven't seen that movie, but it's high up on my list right now after reading this book. I'm up to around 100 ebook pages, and it's so good. I just something about religion and cult and like it being in like a horror setting I absolutely love, because La Pavona by Otessa Moshfegh was like that, and I loved that book. That book was so good. Very disturbing though. That one was like a pretty disturbing book. And I can't wait to read more. It's like really giving me the witch vibes. It also said that you know how sometimes to get a book hyped up, they usually, like the editors, publishers, whatever, they usually say, oh, for fans of this or that. It says for fans of The Handmaid's Tale, which I'm a fan of, I love The Handmaid's Tale, and The Village, you will like this. I have seen The Village before, I believe, but it was so long ago that I don't remember much of it, and it might be a movie I need to rewatch, but The Witch is definitely high up on my list. I really, really want to watch that movie. Speaking of movies, also went to see Black Adam with my parents, and oh my gosh, I really, really, truly enjoyed it. Loved the end credits scene. The end credits scene made me squeal with joy. I loved it so much. It was so action packed, like start to finish, action, action, action. So much of it. Curious to see how the second one's gonna go, how it's all gonna tie up. That horror movie, Barbarian, is out now as well, and I do want to watch that one. You know, this has been such a good month of spookiness for me and horror, and I'm just thriving and loving it. Too much excitement for me right now. I'm going to continue on with The Year of the Witching, and there's going to be a second book. I don't know how it's going to go because people that have read this book have said, why is there a sequel? Because I believe the first one stands on its own. I don't know what's going to happen with the sequel. I don't even know when it's going to come out. I did some YouTubery things and I thought they were going to take longer, but it didn't. So that's good. Getting progress done. Progress is being made. I'm just going to keep on reading and let you know about my thoughts when I actually have them. It is a Monday now, and I didn't update you on the weekend because I was tired as all heck because I had to get up early for work, and my department is getting shut down because there are going to be some renovations. So it was just a busy day of getting, well, a busy 2 days over the Saturday and Sunday, especially Sunday. Sunday was bloody busy. It was just a lot of preparation work to like get everything ready so it's easier for them to do what they have to do. And I am officially on my 1.5-ish, but definitely 1 week holiday. I'm so happy. I know I'll definitely have the rest of October off. I definitely know that. I'm determined, but I'm not optimistic about my reading. Reason being, because there are so many books I have to read, and I'm kind of stressing out a little bit, but also not really. It's a weird thing. So yes. What do I have? Well, I had just finished writing my review for Mexican Gothic on Goodreads. I'll have it linked down below, my Goodreads profile account, if you want to check that out. I do have some other little tidbits I want to do, but they won't take long. I do want to focus on reading today. My stupid body woke up early at like 10 to 5 to 7 in the morning because I had to go up and go to the toilet. I'm like, excuse me, bitch, what are you doing waking me up at this hour of the bloody morning? So I did what I had to do, and then I couldn't sleep afterwards. No way. I was a little too alert. So I just read for like the last hour because I had wanted to wake up at 8 o'clock. So I woke up. Well, sorry, I read for like half an hour. I was on my phone for a little bit, which I shouldn't be doing in the mornings. It's bad for you. Waking up a little bit in the morning, like the first half hour, then the last half hour, I read like a chapter of The Year of the Witching, and that book is still so good. So, like, I'm nearly around the halfway point in not Mexican Gothic. I'm nearly around the halfway point of The Year of the Witching, and I'm still like loving it, loving the vibe so far. And I also, last night, I read Sour Candy by Keelan Patrick Burke. Oh my god, what a strong, solid little horror novella book. I loved it. It was so good. Follows a father and son duo. The son is a little shit, basically. Very, like, temperamental issues, screams and yells and has hissy fits in public. But the son is not the father's. Like, the son is not the father's. So, whose son is it? It's so good. I really loved it. I can't say too much about it because it's like 80 pages long, so I don't want to say too much about it, but I do know and I will tell you I loved it. A very strong book, easy to read in like an afternoon or a morning in like one sitting. So that's the fifth or sixth book I've read. Fifth, sixth. Anyway, I read a book, okay, last night. I'm very proud of myself. I'll probably update you again later on today, this afternoon. I'm not entirely sure when I will, but I will be back, whether it's for reading or for something else. Right now, I have to go run some errands and go to the supermarket and get some food and stuff, which I love. I love supermarkets. I love grocery stores. So it's like a day out for me. I love it, like a kid in a candy store. And yeah, I'm gonna go do that now. Come back, do some other little things I want to do, and then just relax. Do as minimal as possible on my first day off. Hiya everyone, it has been quite a while since I've updated you. I think the last time I updated you was, well, not really updated you, but I showed you that I watched the movie Barbarian, and oh my gosh, I had the whole cinema to myself. I could not believe it. I have always wanted to have a cinema to myself, and I finally got it, and the movie wasn't even scary. I've heard people say, oh my gosh, like the scariest movie, and I'm like, well, actually, the marketing campaign made it seem like that, but not scary at all. It was really good though. The Year of the Witching, I thought I was going to have that book done ages ago, but hasn't happened yet. I am expecting and hoping to read it tonight, and I have the weekend to myself because I am on holiday. I don't go back to work until next week Saturday, which I'm happy with. It could not have worked out better than I had planned, and I'm very happy with the amount of time I'm having off. But yes, absolutely loving The Year of the Witching. I think it might end up being a 4-star book, but I'm loving it. I really am. I am not going to be able to read the other 3 novels. I might leave those for another reading challenge of sorts, for another reading horror books. But either way, I'm going to go and finish off The Year of the Witching right now. So I will see you when I have finished reading Year of the Witching. I think it is time for me to now finish this reading vlog here. I did finish, what's it called again? Oh my gosh, The Year of the Witching. I did finish that one. I think I mentioned that before. I have also read Come Closer by Sarah Green. It is about a demon possessing a character, possessing a woman, and it was good. I wasn't sure what rating to give it after reading it. After collecting my thoughts, I decided to give it a 4 stars, and it was really good. That's one backlist horror book I have finally read and gotten to. I had been wanting to get to it for quite a while now because I'd seen it everywhere. I heard about it as well, and it just seemed really good, seemed interesting, and I read it, really liked it. And it's a shame I did not get to the 2 other novellas. I could easily have gotten to it, just didn't have time, unfortunately. So that's 7 books for this month. Turned out to be a really, really good month. The only book I thought was okay and that I did like, even though it was not the best, was Nothing But Blackened Teeth. I thought that one was just fine. It was the first book I read for the month, and a good thing I started off with the lowest rated book on my TBR just to get the worst one out of the way, you know. The best one was definitely Night Film. Definitely Night Film. Followed closely by The Year of the Witching. My gosh, I keep blanking out on that name. But yeah, that is a second close up. It's a runner up, you know what I mean? It's a close second. I really, really like that book. Yeah, I don't have too much else to say. It was a success. I feel like I'm back into the habit of reading now and it feels so damn good. Do I have anything else to say? No, I don't. I don't believe. So I'm gonna let you get on with your day, however it's going, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.